Afternoon and good evening, everybody. We should be live back with another Ask Me Anything live stream where you guys can ask me any questions about content, gaming, live streaming, anything you guys want, really, and I'll do my best to answer. Now, you guys know we like to sorry, I said that last time as well. We like to support, I can't speak. We like to start the live streams by providing some instant value, and me not speaking is not instant value. But what is instant value is my free newsletter, which I send out every week. It's called the Live Success Newsletter. We go through the latest streaming news and I send you guys tips and tricks to monetize and grow your live stream. So this week, I'm sure you guys have seen it, Streamlabs is now supporting natively TikTok Live, which means no more stream key. You just apply and that's all explained in my newsletter. I send this out every week. And of course, there's a video on the TikTok Live with Harry YouTube channel explaining this as well. So if you guys want to stay up to date, here's just the last edition of the newsletter that I sent. If you guys want to stay up to date with the latest live streaming and content news, and guys, check out the Live Success newsletter, which is linked in the description and basically linked in all the bios and everywhere, all over the place. I try to link it as much as possible. So again, guys, as per usual, we're going to do an AMA where you guys can ask me any questions you guys want about content, gaming, anything, and I'll do my best. I'll do my best to answer. As always, guys, we are multi-streaming. So I should be live on all the different major streaming platforms. It looks like I've gone live on Kick in the wrong ratio. So, oh well, whatever. I'm just checking that the stream's gone live properly on all the different platforms. It should be. So what I've done this time, and hello Jared, hello Saranix. What I've done this time is on the TikTok Live with Harry, we are live just in vertical, just on shorts, and on Harry's streaming shortcuts on YouTube, we're live in landscape. So that's a little different to what's usually happening. Hello, Ryan. How's it going, Ryan? Ryan, is the stream lagging or not? Because I'm all over the place today. I'm using both Streamlabs Desktop and Streamlabs Talk Studio. Again, just as an experiment, I'm using the Streamlabs Virtual Cam. And of course, I'm on the live tutorials account on Live Studio as well. Yeah, again, when it comes to live streaming, I love to test things. So if you guys are in the chat, type in the chat, let me know. I'm not sure the Caster Labs is kind of caught up with all the chat messages yet because I can see some people are typing and it's not putting it on the screen. But hopefully it catches up. Hello, Yov. Is it supposed to be Youngs? Yov NGS? I guess it's Young. I'll call you Youngs. I guess that's what it's supposed to be. How are you guys doing? How are we doing today? Yeah, I think like I said, like the biggest news for TikTok Live in the last few weeks has been the Streamlabs support. Has anybody in the chat used the Streamlabs TikTok Live feature yet? Like who's applied, who's got access, who hasn't got access? Let me know what you guys think of the Streamlabs TikTok Live integration. It just basically means you don't need a stream key anymore. But like I said on X Twitter, a stream key is from an agency and there are free insurance policy agencies in case you get falsely banned, so I still recommend agencies to anybody and everybody. Again, this stream key list is my list of free to join agencies. How's the new house? Yeah, house is good, Jared. House is good. Yeah, I moved in over 2 months ago now. Yeah, it's going pretty well. Obviously, it's a bit hectic the first few weeks, getting everything arranged. How can I unban my account that's permanent banned? You probably can't because TikTok support is useless. But in the future, if you join a free-to-join TikTok Live agency, they can get you unbanned, but not retrospectively. You'd have to be in the agency to get unbanned. Why is this music just not playing? Or is it just super quiet? I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I think it's playing. It's just ultra quiet. That's fine. Yeah, Jared, do you own a house? Or are you renting, or what's your living situation, Jared? I'm about to set up the Dash game and get people gifting roses to make fly. Is that easy to do? I don't know anything about that, but if you're talking about an automated game, then keep in mind TikTok doesn't often like those, and it often restricts them, right? So TikTok wants original live content. Just keep that in mind if you're setting up anything like that TikTok will try to restrict it. If you go on the Live Center rules and guidance, they've buried the rules in there. Now, again, well, speaking of the newsletter, I discussed this I discussed this fully on the newsletter just a few editions ago. Should TikTok allow AFK streams? In my opinion, TikTok should allow them in their own category, clearly tagged. It's the gist of them, right? I think there's clearly an audience, people who want to watch this type of automated AFK live stream. So TikTok should allow it, but clearly label it. And if you don't label your stream properly, if you label your AFK live stream as a present live stream, like a live stream where you're actually there, then you should get restricted. But if you label it correctly, you shouldn't get restricted, in my opinion. It should kind of be in its own section. And as I suggested in this this essay, small essay that I wrote, it's not that long, is I suggested here, like, that the algorithm should just be saying, maybe 20% I'll show AFK live streams, 80% I'll show original live content. That's my thoughts on like the AFK. So if you're going to do it, keep in mind currently TikTok wants to restrict it. So just keep that in mind. Hello, Mastering Rumble. How's it going? How are you doing? I see you've been debating a lot of people on I'm not sure what you were debating, but I was just, when I was scrolling through Twitter X the last few days, I see you were debating a lot of people on a lot of different topics. Honestly, I wasn't paying much attention to it. I'm not gonna lie. But I see you like a good debate. That's the point of Twitter X, isn't it? People love debating on there. Loads are there, even ranked number 9. Yeah, again, I'm just saying, keep it in mind. It's that the TikTok rules actually don't like it. That's up to you what you do, right? Completely up to you what you do. But yeah, if your account is banned, unfortunately, good luck getting unbanned. That would be my thoughts. Unfortunately, yeah. Again, like, once you're in a free to join agency, then you can get help to get unbanned. But if you've been banned like a year ago and you join an agency, the agency can only unban the account that's joined. That's all Twitter is, yeah. The thing about Twitter is, like, sometimes it's just people like slagging each other off. Like, debate can be healthy, but often it isn't over there. Debate is healthy if it's done properly. It's not can be. Debate is healthy if done properly. You need debate in society to move society forward, don't you? It just needs to be done properly, respectfully, which often isn't done on X. I'm not saying you have or haven't done debate like that. Again, I wasn't really looking at what you were debating. I was just, right, as you do, I was just scrolling through the timeline. I saw it. What we did discuss last time, Mastering Rumble, is you seem to know about all the different niche streaming platforms. You had a lot of knowledge on that. Is Tickfinity still the best thing for TikTok alerts? That's a great question. Answer is yes. So again, I'm using Tickfinity right now. Just on the live tutorials page, right? We can trigger one, right? Like if somebody just sends me a basic gift. Actually, do that one. You just put it there. Hold on. Where did I put it? Is it here? Yeah, if somebody sends me a basic gift, I don't think I added it to the other screen, but this is obviously just pops up as basic gift. I don't think I did. I not add it here. I guess I didn't. I could maybe add it there, but I didn't. Actually, let's just do it live. It's actually really simple to do. So let's see. Tickfinity screen 1, add, and then we'll put it there, and then we'll put it there. Okay. Where is it? There you go. Okay, there you go. There you go. We're just live adjusted my stream. Yes, Tickfinity is still the best alerts platform for TikTok Live. Again, like, there's so much that Tickfinity can do for free. And of course, if you want more than 5 actions events, if you want more text-to-speech, a few other features as well, you buy Tickfinity Pro. Again, guys, if you guys make a new account and then click my affiliate link, which is in all the descriptions, it's everywhere, you can get 20% off Tickfinity Pro. You can also transfer stuff easily to a new account just using the import feature on the setup page of Tickfinity. I just found out I have a decent... I just want to find out I have a decent PC and a decent mobile device, but when I cast a TikTok live studio, the lag is unbearable. So typically what you need is what I call a mid-range PC or a gaming laptop, right? So like very roughly like the 1600 series of NVIDIA graphics cards. That's really the lowest end where a PC, can handle live streaming and gaming. If it really is just a standard Microsoft laptop, it's not going to handle Live Studio very well. Like video encoding can be quite intensive. Like on a modern PC, it should be fine. Should be more than fine. I have a gaming PC and a gaming mobile device. Yeah, the problem is Live Studio is often full of bugs and lag. So again, get access to a stream key, or these days, look at the latest video on the TikTok Live with Harry YouTube channel and get yourself access to Streamlabs instead. One or the other. Get a stream key. Maybe I'll start putting the Streamlabs one on the screen as well. But get a stream key from a free-to-join agency or get access to Streamlabs, and then both of those are less laggy. OBS is by far the most efficient one. Streamlabs still, even to this day, has some lags. In actual fact, when I made the tutorial video on the TikTok Live with Harry YouTube channel, we encountered a bug. I showed the bug in the video. I couldn't crop. I couldn't resize. Not crop, resize. I don't think I crop as well either. I couldn't crop and resize. So I had to close and reopen Streamlabs to get it working. So H.265 on Live Studio. I think H.264 everywhere else because for whatever reason the H.265 technology is not supported on most platforms, but Live Studio seems to be able to handle it. That's what I would say right now. I'm not fully an expert on the encoders. But I do know H.265. I'm using it right now on live tutorials. I do know that H.265 works on Live Studio, but use H.264 anywhere else for now. They're both hardware encoders. They're both good encoders. H.265 I think is like 20% more efficient or something. In terms of OBS or Live Studio, which is better, it's an interesting debate. I had an agency owner tell me, Vida, please don't spam in the chat. I'm going to time you out for just spamming. I had an agency owner the other day. He was really claiming that Live Studio is better. But again, the problem with Live Studio is it's just so resource inefficient. It can be anyway. For some people. Some people find it to be resource inefficient. And then other people find there's just a lot of bugs with it, right? So as I always say, like, content is king, right? If you're making good content, whether using Streamlabs OBS or Live Studio, then the TikTok algorithm is designed to push out good content. So instead of worrying about OBS or Live Studio, mainly think about just creating good content. Again, if you guys are interested in topics like this, though, I'll keep talking about it, right? Because it's relevant, right? I have my free newsletter. I talk about stuff like this all the time on the free newsletter. It's the Live Success newsletter. It's in the description. It's in the bio. It's everywhere. It's all over the place. If you guys seek a link on my profiles for it, you'll guys find it easily. Thank you for the follow. What is that name? We actually discussed this not too long ago. We discussed this in March, right? As I said, content is king. I prefer OBS. If you're just debating OBS versus Live Studio, but yeah, just focus on making the best possible content. That's what I would say. And if you again get a stream key, maybe just experiment, see what you prefer personally. I think that's what I would say on that front. Let's see. Do we have anybody on Twitch? Did the Twitch live stream work? I know most people are on YouTube. If anybody is on Twitch, let me know. Let me know if the Twitch live stream is working. I think it's working, but who knows? Yeah, I mean, again, when it comes to viewership, right? I don't think I've heard people claim both ways. That people claim OBS gets you more viewers, people claim Live Studio gets you more viewers. As I said, in actual fact, I think, and again, TikTok is never going to tell you how the algorithm works. They're never going to say we favor this. So it's all guesswork, right? But it's experienced guesswork, educated guess, as they say, right? I think TikTok's algorithm's looking for good content. And any algorithm on any platform is looking for good content. It's like, and that said, it's looking for a high average view duration on your live stream, right? I think that's really what it's looking for. So that said, OBS, Live Studio, Streamlabs, focus on making the best possible content, like I keep saying. Now, if you really want to do an experiment, and I've never heard of anybody actually doing this, you need people sometimes come in my Discord. I think someone came in the other day and said, I did one live stream on this and it didn't work, right? Well, that's not a big enough sample size. So if you want to do an experiment, if anyone wants to do this, do 10 to 15 live streams. Get yourself a free stream key. Do 10 to 15 live streams on OBS and alternate that with Live Studio. So do one day OBS, next day Live Studio, and do that for a month. Go live every day for a month, and then write down your average viewership and look at the stats at the end. That's extreme, right? But you could do that if you really think, if you're the type of person who thinks, yeah, TikTok's favoring one or the other, then run an experiment and get proper data and prove it. That would be really the only way to do that. But there's so many things that can influence view count, right? So unless you had a clear signal, unless it was like 100% more viewers on one versus the other, or may even higher than that, depending on what your average view count is, then yeah, content is king. How is YouTube vertical live viewership compared to TikTok live? It's more variable is what I would say, mastering Rumble. So I would call it YouTube Shorts live viewership, but yeah, vertical live viewership. It's more variable. And again, today what I'm doing is I'm just in vertical mode on TikTok Live with Harry. And again, if you look at the pin, can you even click the pin? I'm not sure. That's a question. Guys, if you're on TikTok Live with Harry in vertical, can you click the pin? And anyway, that takes you to the landscape stream, which is on Harry's streaming shortcuts, which is my second channel about anything other than that. I did that, and towards the end of the 30th day, I was doing really well on TikTok. So, Reggie, which did you actually write down the stats? Multi-streaming feels like I'm cheating on the viewers. Why are you cheating on them? Can you want to elaborate? So what I would say, what I say with multi-streaming, if you're an educational creator like me, go live on all the platforms you have. If you're a gamer, like most of you probably, right? Or a non-educational streamer, and if you're an entertainer, 2 or 3 platforms. So right now for me, those 2 or 3 platforms, if I was still doing my Fortnite live streams, would 100% be TikTok Live, YouTube Shorts, and Twitch or Kick, right? Those would be the 2 or 3 platforms I go live on. And maybe X, like, again, I'm live on X right now. Reggie's typing on X. Like, maybe X, and I just don't look at it. X is like the shop front. They can see that you're live, and they go into the other platform. It's not cheating at all. You can see all the messages. It gives you more reach. Again, I think ultimately, the viewers want to support you, right? They're happy that you're multi-streaming and getting more viewers on different platforms. That's my take on it. I know multi-streaming can be controversial. You know, again, I've heard big streamers say that sentiment. I think Pokimane said something similar, Reggie. But I've got no problem with multi-streaming, and I encourage people to do it. But as I always say, study what works, experiment. I don't always pretend to be perfectly correct. Maybe I'll change my opinion in the future. You guys should do what works for you and always keep learning. Again, same as with content creation and anything. Always keep learning. That's just a good motto for life. You were chatting on X at first? Yes. That was last week, right? Because I don't see any X message. I don't see any Twitter message. Dude, it sounds crazy calling it an X message. I don't see any X message this week, just from Reggie. Some might say cheating because you may not be looking at every chat unless you've got a tool that puts all the chat in one place. I mean, yeah. And that's why I'm saying, especially as a gamer, if you're trying to like build a strong community around the gaming, just focus it on 2 or 3 platforms, because it can be overwhelming. And some platforms you just can't merge the chat. Like, I'm live on Instagram right now, and there isn't a tool that will merge the Instagram chat because Facebook Meta doesn't provide the API to help the platforms merge the chat. And this is Caster Labs, and the TikTok integration is broken on Caster Labs right now. Again, because TikTok makes it more difficult by not providing an API. So this is showing TikTok Live with Harry. It doesn't have an X integration. I don't know why. And it's showing Twitch as well, but I don't think there's not many people active on Twitch today. But again, that's fine. I don't mind. You guys can watch wherever you want. That's kind of the point of multi-streaming, right? Since we're debating it, right? One of the things about multi-streaming is just not everybody's going to be on the same platform, right? Right? What? Gifted sub. Thank you, Mark, with the gifted sub. Why did that make multiple sounds? I know why it made multiple sounds, because we are on Streamlabs Talk Studio as well. Not Mark. Mark Ark. Thank you. Much appreciated. Yeah, so yeah, I've kind of lost my train of thought there, but we're talking in general about multi-streaming. Not everybody's on the same platform at the same time. That's one of the benefits of multi-streaming. Let me just pull up the Twitch dashboard on me tab here to see what's going on. Stream Manager, actually, I don't need the Twitch dashboard. Yeah, anyway, again, thank you, Mark Ark. You seem to have gifted a sub and not typed in the chat. That's fine. You can do that. I hope you're doing well anyway. Thank you very much. Again, guys, as per usual, doing an Ask Me Anything. You guys can ask me any questions about content, gaming, live streaming, anything that you guys want. We have a follow coming in from Quakes. How's it going, Quakes, with the Twitch follow? What's the point of going live on Instagram? Just because I can. Is the reason. I don't think I've got any reach on Instagram. It doesn't seem to have an algorithm like YouTube Shorts or Instagram or TikTok Live does. I'm sitting on 0 viewers, and honestly, I've never pushed my Instagram. I was using my Instagram for the Rich YouTubers channel. Even then, it only got 166 followers, right? So I've never really pushed my Instagram, but I'm live on Instagram because Streamlabs desktop, which I'm using, has a slot for Instagram. So you may as well use the slot, right? You can't replace the slot, the multi-streaming slot, with another platform. It's got 2 custom RTMP destinations, and then it's got just a list of the other platforms like X, like Facebook and YouTube and Twitch, right? And most people would use one of those custom RTMP destinations for Kick, which I am using, but apparently I've accidentally clicked the vertical instead of landscape, but Kick seems to be handling it. I'm live on Kick in vertical mode. I think I'm vertical in a landscape canvas, if that makes sense, right? Just with space on the side. So I've accidentally gone live on vertical and Kick. I think I must have clicked the wrong button there. But yeah, I'm live on Instagram just because Streamlabs desktop supports it. And because Instagram made Stream Keys available about 6 months ago. So yeah, I'm live just because I can. Fortnite, so you're still in the chat, says wasn't sure about agencies. Well, the thing about agency Fortnuts, right, is you can leave them whenever you want and they're free to join, right? So what are you not sure about? I know, so the thing is, like, agency is a dirty word, but I can assure you guys this is a verified list of agencies, and just go for it, right? Oh, like, I overthink as a content creator as well. It's natural, right? But just go for it when it comes to agencies, guys. You can always just leave the agency. They're free to join. And as a result, as I was discussing this with somebody in my Discord the other day, you have the power when you're in an agency. The agency doesn't have the power, right? Mark Ark coming in with a gifted sub to Zerity. What's going on? He's gifting subs and not even typing in the chat. Thank you, Mac. Should I just call you Mac? I'm just going to call you Mac. Yeah, I'll just call you Mac. So Quake says, my TikTok got banned for streaming for a few months for age requirements. Can an agency fix it? You've typed the same message about 5 times there, Quake. Again, like, keep in mind, Quake, right, that we are multi-streaming, right? So I'm reading messages off different platforms. So please be patient, guys, instead of just typing the same question over and over. From what I understand, like, typically agencies will help you once you're in the agency. If the issue has happened before you were in an agency, they might not be able to help. But again, just go for it. Join the agency. See what happens, right? There's agencies are a free insurance policy. So again, go for it. I don't own Keep My Live. I do not own Tickfinity. In actual fact, the only website I own is talktutorials.com. And technically wgmojo.gg. So 2 actually, but yeah. The only websites I own, this is my main website with my beautiful face on it, is talktutorials.com. It houses the newsletter. It houses the list of agencies, right? This is the only website that I own, and of course I own the YouTube channels. I own the YouTube channel, and obviously I own various Twitch and TikTok. Yeah, but I know I don't own Tickfinity and I don't own Keep My Live. Again, guys, go watch this video if you want to know about Streamlabs live streaming. I am not the owner of Keep My Live. I have no association other than making a video about it. So yeah, if your TikTok's already banned, then I don't think the agency can help, but try and join one anyway, see what happens. So I've got a green screen, right? So I'm drinking Monster Energy, 0 sugar, but of course it's green, so it's see-through. When I start content on Instagram, do I emphasize quality or quantity? Quantity, for sure. The phrase that I like with content creation, and it might be controversial, but a lot of big people say it. Like Roberto Blake says, it's done is better than perfect, right? Get it to 85% and publish it, right? Do not focus on the last 15%. Just get the thing out there and move on, right? And I'm kind of showcasing this. I'll showcase how I'm trying to follow, this strategy with the Harry Streaming Shortcuts YouTube channel, right? So, sorry, I'm just being slow at clicking my own bookmarks, all right? Like, this is an example of done is better than perfect. I've just kind of, on this channel, I've pumped out 126 videos, although I think, like, some of them are shorts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 18, 24. Yeah, so there's about 100 videos and about 26 shorts with live streaming tutorials on other topics, right? And I'm definitely following done is better than perfect on this one. You're just getting these tutorials out there and then seeing what hits, right? And Mr. Beast said something similar on Colin and Samir's podcast, right? Like, just put out 100 videos and try and improve one thing in each video. So on any platform, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, done is better than perfect. How would one start a TikTok agency? Again, there's a short. There's a short that explains this on here, right? Just scroll through the shorts. How to start an agency, but basically just use Live Backstage. But to be clear, like I tried to start an agency and I got rejected. It seems like you need a contact inside TikTok to start. You need connections in the agency world. TikTok Live Backstage. Type that into Google. That's where you apply to start an agency. You need to form a company in your country, and agencies are country-based. But yeah, TikTok Live Backstage. That's how you start an agency, and that's how you manage agencies. That's where agencies are managed. Shah is the best way to gain 5k follower. I'm assuming instead of Shah you mean what? By creating good content. Because there's no magic answer to that one. You create good content, you learn, you grow, you experiment, you study what works. I'm a big believer in studying what works, by the way. You know, you look at what's successful, you add your own twist. You don't directly copy it. You look at what's successful, you add your own twist. Vida says, sorry, no worries, Vida. I don't know how recently you tapped, but yeah, guys, don't spam in my chats, please. Yes, of course, 2 videos a day is more than okay, right? You know, if you've got the stamina to post 2 videos a day, I used to do that on rich YouTubers, and honestly, I just ran out of juice, right? So I'll show you guys rich YouTubers. Again, I'm just slow with me bookmarks. Where is it? Here we go. Nope. Oh, okay, that's fine, right? So I meant to click onto the YouTube, but it's the same. I reposted the content onto TikTok. So this one got onto about 100k followers. Obviously, I've not been active on it. The last time I posted on this channel was last July, by the way, and it's still gaining over 600,000 views a month because it's evergreen content. But right, I used to post. This is basically estimates of how much money YouTubers are making. I used to post on here. I think there was a point when I was trying to post 3 times a day, but like quickly that burnt me out, right? So I dialed it back to like, I think in the end I was doing, I think at the lowest point I was doing 10 a month. So once every 3 days. And I would just bulk record the content and pay an editor to edit it. But yeah, if you could do two a day, then go for it. Especially with short form content. Kat Liente is a great example. She's a live stream educator, similar to me, but she's more focused on Twitch and she's way more established than me. She's got extreme stamina when it comes to posting, right? She posts like 3 times a day for like 5 years straight or something insane. So respect the Kat, because I could not do that. I could not do that at all. But yeah, that's what Kat does. She's been posting 3 times a day on TikTok, Shorts, and Reels. Again, repost your content, right? If you're talking about Instagram, then post those 2 videos a day on TikTok and Shorts and Facebook as well, right? I think on Instagram, you just check a box to post it to your Facebook page, don't you? I know you can do vice versa on Facebook, right? So if you're posting on Instagram Reels, check the box, connect your Facebook page, and get it on Facebook Reels as well, because there is millions of views on Facebook Reels. Not everybody realizes that. Like literally millions, right? Not kidding. Not kidding. Daily content is really draining. I agree. Movie Max, is that no? Are you Mac Arc on Twitch? There's people all over the place. I'm not playing Fortnite, no. Or is that a different Mac? There's too many Macs. Unreal Quakes, I don't know if you're still there, but I see you sent some gifts. Thank you. So again, guys, as per usual, we're doing an AMA. You guys can ask me any questions about content, gaming, live streaming. Just quickly, if you guys want to support on YouTube, again, thank you to Mac for Mac's been supporting on Twitch with some gifted subs, so thank you for that. If you guys want to support on YouTube, just hit the join button. You can support literally from $1.99. You can just read through, but of course you just get a nice little Discord role if you support from $1. There's a few extra perks for the higher tiers. So thank you to the channel members on YouTube. Just a little extra way to support. So appreciate those people. Thank you very much, guys. Again, as per usual, guys, we stream for about an hour usually. Just doing an AMA where you guys can ask me any questions about content, gaming, or live streaming. Anything along those lines. we'll do our best to answer what's going on. We're looking at the Twitch broadcast studio here. There's so many pop-ups that I got. Twitch popped up about 4 different things that I couldn't even see the regular stuff. I should have screen shared it. It's fine. Yeah, again, guys, feel free to ask anything in the chat. This was an interesting question, I think, last week. Like, in the background, I know I deliberately keep it quiet, but we're playing Stream Beats Lo-Fi again. I'll screen share, right? So some people do just play copyrighted music on the live streams, but like theoretically, the record label can copyright strike you or copyright claim you, depending on the terminology, depending on the platform. Like on YouTube, they'll copyright claim you, which isn't as bad as a copyright strike. But then that means they're monetizing your video and you're not monetizing the video. On Twitch, they'll often just mute your VOD, but occasionally they'll copyright strike you. I don't really understand what's going on Twitch. Seems like often people can get away with it on TikTok, but if you want to be safe like me, just stream copyright-free music. What's your guys' music streaming strategy? I'm actually interested to hear. Is it like, do you guys deliberately avoid music? Do you guys don't care and just play copyrighted music? My strategy is to stream copyright-free music. This is Stream Beats from Harris Heller, aka Senpai Gaming, fantastic YouTube channel that will teach you more about live streaming, even more than me. Yeah, I just play copyright-free music. This is Stream Beats. And we're not following them. I give them a follow. Don't think it doesn't really matter. Like following somebody on Spotify ain't important, but yeah. I think I just bookmarked the playlist. That's the Stream Beats Lo-Fi playlist. So yeah, I think some of the music labels pulled a lot of their music from the TikTok video, but that's the TikTok video library, right? Where you like select a track to go on top of your TikTok video. I'm talking about people just live streaming from their computer or from a phone and just playing music, playing music directly from Spotify, either from their phone or computer, right? So those are 2 different things. But yeah, I think it was at Universal. They pulled a lot of their music off TikTok because of a dispute. I think Taylor Swift seems to have returned her music, even though she's with that label. I think it was UMG, wasn't it? I think Taylor Swift has now returned some of her music. I don't know if she did a bespoke deal with them. I don't think it was known kind of what deal she did. But yeah, that's my take on the copyrighted music. Like I keep it really simple, and just it's not worth the risk. But Movie Max, on the other hand, says on TikTok Live, I just straight up play anything. Never had an issue. Yeah. Again, the thing is with that strategy, like eventually it might come back to bite you, but like it probably is low risk. I just prefer zero risk. I think on that front, right? So like here's the story of Twitch, right? I think what happened on Twitch is that the music companies, or more likely the companies around the music companies, the music ID companies, they probably realized they could make some money on behalf of the music companies, the record labels, by starting to like copyright claim people on Twitch. So it was, what was it, 2020 or 2021, where some of the big Twitch streamers started receiving channel strikes. And again, 3 strikes deletes your channel. Some of the big streamers started receiving channel strikes because they were playing copyrighted music on Twitch, right? So that could start happening on TikTok. That's why I think it's low risk, but it's not zero risk. That's why I don't live stream copyrighted music. For me, again, like I said, I prefer zero risk over no risk. I do think it's low risk though, right? But not zero. Any plans to do full TikTok news streams? Like what's a TikTok news stream? You mean like live streaming news, or like world news, like Israel or whatever, presumably you mean like live streaming news, right? Like obviously I discuss anything on these live streams, but like mainly when it comes to live streaming news, again, it's my newsletter, right? It's the Live Success newsletter, and it's this join link here, right? And it is the newsletter is obviously largely focused. It's largely focused at live streamers, but we do cover content in general, right? Again, if we go, let me just pull this open in its own tab. Whoops, I'm clicking on the wrong thing. Let me click on the correct thing and come back. If I just go through like one of the editions of my newsletter, right, like the most recent edition, like we started talking about the Streamlabs TikTok Live integration, but of course we did talk about like wider stuff in general, like Creator HQ, which is a way to plan your content, and like Paddy Galloway, who is probably the best YouTube consultant out there, right? He helps other people grow their YouTube channels. He's saying there's no content meta, it's a myth. So this is talking about content more widely in general, right? So yes, like I don't do like a specific show, you know, covering specific TikTok news on its own. But again, I do cover content creation news on my free newsletter. So again, plug. That's talktutorials.com/join. If you guys want to join the free newsletter where we do discuss the latest live streaming news all the time. Have I used TikTok Notes? No. I read about it, right? What even is TikTok Notes? Is that... I can't even remember what it is. Let's Google it. TikTok. I know you guys can't see the screen. TikTok Notes. It's the Instagram. Okay, yes, of course. It's the Instagram equivalent. No. Again, I'm not really focused on picture, right? Photos, I guess, right? No, I'm focused on moving content. Live streaming or text, Twitter, newsletter, right? Not really focused on picture, image, photo, whatever you want to call it. I think Twitch would have been an easier target because I'm sure their streams are available. Yes, so yes, Twitch was an easier target. I agree with that because of the VOD system. And as a result, a lot of the big streamers have kind of changed the way they handle VODs. And also, there's a trick with OBS where you just put the copyrighted music on a different audio channel, and then you can just get away with it. It's technically illegal. By the way, it is technically illegal to play copyrighted music, right? Again, not that you're going to be sued or put in jail or anything, but technically it is, right? And I really only say that needs consideration if you're the top 0.01% of Twitch streamers, right? You know, like Tarek does it. I'm surprised Tarek still does it, honestly. Like, surely somebody's telling Tarek not to do it. At least, I think it was maybe 4 months ago when I heard him do it. Anybody a Tarek enjoyer? I'm pretty sure Tarek plays copyrighted music all the time. Maybe if there's any Tarek watchers, let me know if he still does that. Yeah, I like TikTok Notes. Like, didn't they try and copy? Was it called Be Real? What was the one that was like it sent you a notification at a specific time of day? I think they tried to copy that one, didn't they? But it never really worked. I think the concept was just kind of boring, like on its own, right? Again, guys, we're doing an AMA, so we'll be live for another 20 or so more minutes. If you guys want to ask me any questions, Platinum Knight. I don't know if you're still there, Platinum Knight. He says, you help in a lot of areas. Very helpful. I appreciate it. No worries, Platinum Knight. Happy to help. That's verified, so you must be over 100k subscribers. I am Esco says, are you a gamer? I am a gamer. Yes, I don't live stream gaming content anymore, but that's how I got my start, right? On the WG Mojo TikTok page, right? Mainly live streaming gaming. And I play Valorant. I love watching esports. Like I was watching, again, I'm wearing 100 Thieves. I'm wearing 100 Thieves piece right now, right? I watched 100 Thieves beat G2 at the weekend, for example. So yes, I am a gamer. Are you a gamer? I think most of you guys as the audience are gamers, right? Like most of you guys are gamers. Yeah, so it's interesting, right? Like the vertical live streaming. It seemed like this time I got like a peak. I got like a spike up to 12 after about 10 minutes, and now it's really dropped off. So I think I don't know how much the vertical live stream gets recommended in the normal YouTube like VOD areas, like just for the landscape video areas. So like if you go on the YouTube homepage, is my vertical live stream being recommended? I think it is, but maybe not as much. Like if you watch a normal like 10-minute video, is my live stream being recommended on the side? I don't know. I think it is. Again, I think it is. I should look more into that. So again, because again, I always encourage you guys to experiment. Just as an experiment today, what I did is I just went live in vertical mode on the TikTok Live with Harry YouTube channel. Last 2 or 3 times, I was in both landscape and vertical, so I had 2 different live streams going on that channel. Again, but today as an experiment, we just did just vertical, just to see what would happen. And yeah, it's again, I think I would say my experience is it's just more variable on YouTube Shorts, and it's similar on it's always been similar on TikTok Live. It's because of the way the algorithm is designed, right? It's just naturally, the algorithm is just naturally far more variable. Now we're speaking of music, by the way. I'm just recalling one of the points and I wrote on the newsletter. Is this one, right? So Twitch will start sharing ad revenue. Twitch will soon require DJs to share part of their revenue with the music industry. We're going to have a structure where we are going to have to share money with the labels. It doesn't come for free. We're going to split whatever it costs us. Yeah, and that's just them kind of using their clout. That's just the music industry, again, using its clout to get more money. But again, they are legally allowed to. That's how copyright works. Like, there's the legal debate, and then there's the ethical debate, right? 2 different things. You know, 2 different sides to the debate there. I don't know what you guys think on that. So if anybody who's a DJ on Twitch might have to start paying some of their earnings to the music companies. Hello, Josh. How's it going, Josh? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Again, if anybody has any questions, we're doing an AMA, so you guys are welcome to drop them in the chat, and we'll do our best. We'll do our best to answer them. Here's an interesting one, just in the content space, right? You guys see MKBHD's review of like the Humane AI pin, and then some of the drama that followed on X on Twitter. So let's find it here. Let's see. So here it is, right? So like this guy posted. This guy's got 21 million views from this, by the way. I think he knows what he's doing, right? He just posted an insane take saying, "I find it distasteful, almost unethical to say that when you have 18 million subscribers." And when he says "say this," he's referring to MKBHD's title, which said "the worst product I've ever reviewed." ... for now. I think that's a fair title, especially since he put ... for now, implying that the product could improve. And it's some pin that goes on your chest, right? And is like, you know, AI powered, connected to the mobile network, and, you know, takes pictures and does various other things, right? But like, I think the gist of his review was that it's $700 and the smartphone can do everything better than what this device can do. I think that was the gist of his argument. And then of course this guy had this crazy take, and then MKBHD just said, "We disagree on what my job is." I think MKBHD is always an impartial, decent reviewer. Like, if you ask me, I think he always does a decent job on the reviews. WGMojo is recommended on my homepage, but not TikTok Live with Harry. Audio quality is better here too. Yeah, let's see. What am I doing on? So on. Oh my god, I've got the wrong input. I've got the wrong microphone. Holy heck. I can see what I've done wrong there. No, wait. Why is the music just gone way louder? I don't know what's going on. I've somehow activated some echo now, right? But like, I'm just gonna end it. Yeah, I put the wrong microphone on the other one. So no wonder the audio quality is better. What is going on? I've got some sort of echo going on. I don't know where it's coming from, but yeah, no wonder the audio quality is better. All right, I've ended that one anyway. That was just really an experiment there. I think we had one of the tailors. So again, we've got 2 tailors turned on. I may as well show the side view, right? We had the tailor microphone enabled accidentally. No wonder the audio is better. I've never tested the tailor microphone, but I don't suppose it's very good, right? Did it sound trash? I've turned it off now. Anyway, then, to be honest, on that channel, that's just, you know, that's my old gaming channel, right? And like, I was just going live from Talk Studio because I could. Max, how bad was the audio over there? It was probably terrible, right? It was probably horrendous. I had completely the wrong microphone attached to it. I'm doing landscape and vertical at the same time on different YouTube channels. That's right. So if you look at the pinned message, I don't even know, can you even click it? I don't know, because I think you can't click things on shorts. But if you look at the pinned message, yeah. So I'm live in landscape on Harry's streaming shortcuts. And I'm live in shorts vertical on TikTok Live with Harry. Again, as an experiment, right? Again, as I always tell you guys, I always encourage you guys to experiment, and I do it myself. I practice what I preach. We'll bring the music back again. Again, I practice what I preach. Not clickable, yeah. So that, like, YouTube seems to have a problem that, like, they seem to think there's some sort of spam problem that YouTube couldn't resolve. So they were just like, let's just make YouTube Shorts links not clickable. It seemed to be so bad for them, and TikTok does the same. TikTok's never allowed clickable links either. It seemed to be so bad for them that they just never wanted to allow clickable links. It sounded like an iPhone 6. Yeah. Did you try and tell me? Again, I don't blame you, right? But like, I have observed this sometimes, right? Like, when a streamer has a problem, either video or audio, the viewers just don't tell them, right? And I like, that needs an analysis from like a psychologist. Is that the right word? That needs a psychologist analysis. It's not just you guys. It's viewers in general who sometimes just don't tell the live streamer there's a problem, especially in smaller live streams, right? If I'm watching Pokimane and Pokimane has a problem, of course, tens of people are going to spam in the chat. That's because it's volume, right? That's 10 people out of 1,000 or however many concurrent viewers Poki has, 5,000, 10,000. But if you're an average streamer, if you've got like 5 or 10 viewers and there's an audio problem or a video problem on your live stream, sometimes the viewers just don't say. They don't tell you. So for an even worse example in the microphone there, because that was just a side channel that I was testing that on. An even worse example is, like, I think about 2 months ago, the music was just way too loud. So the music was like this, and the whole live stream was like this, and nobody told me. For some reason, they all just watched it like that, and not a single person told me. Maybe it wasn't that extreme, but it was pretty bad when I look back at the VOD. Again, I'm not singling you guys out. I'm noting it as an interesting viewer psychology thing, where maybe the kind of the viewers are feeling too embarrassed on your behalf, you as the streamer, to tell you about the issue. I don't know. But yeah, thank you, Max, for telling me about I just ended it because it was easier, but yeah. It's an interesting, psychological thought, right? That it needs a university to study. We need a research paper to study what's going on there. Yeah, like perhaps it's is it like an authority thing? Because the streamer has the authority, you don't want to tell them that it's bad because I've got the authority. Just in the matter that I could like ban you from the chat, right? In real life, I don't have any authority over you, obviously, right? But like, there's somewhat of a power dynamic between the live streamer and the viewer. Like, Josh is saying even mods. Yeah, I've had mods in the live stream not tell me there's issues sometimes. Music was blasting and I didn't know until I checked my own stream with a different device. Yeah, I mean, hey, maybe it's just a lesson for us as live streamers. You need good, as content creators and just in life in general, you need good processes in place, right? So maybe as a live stream, we need a process in place where every so often we just ask the chat, say, hey chat, does the stream sound okay? How's the music quality? How's the mic? How's the video? I think there's a little bit lag on my video because I'm just testing the OBSBot tailor. I don't really care. It's just a few milliseconds, right? I think there is actually a little bit, small amount of lag, but not enough for me to care. Yeah, Damien, again, like, I think there is a Dutch agency on the way. Previously, Liam claimed it would be here by April, but So yeah, let's talk about if you're in the Netherlands, then yes, your best alternative. Again, I'll just share the screen in for a second. Your best alternative is Streamlabs. So go onto this video into the description and open the Streamlabs application, and you can apply directly for Streamlabs. Try Twitch. Try linking your Twitch. Try linking your Twitch Stream Manager, and say you have 10 concurrent viewers. Just make it up. So Kate on X. Let's pull it up. Where is it? So I asked Kate on X here, who just replied to one of my tweets. So she said she streams on Twitch and sent a screenshot of the stream manager and says she averaged 10 viewers. So the application process for Streamlabs TikTok access, it asks you for another streaming platform how many concurrent views you have and prove you own that particular channel. So yeah, so a screenshot of your dashboard, put your Twitch, and put 10 concurrent viewers. They can't verify that, to be clear, right? How on earth are they going to verify that? They could go on Twitch Tracker, I guess, but I really don't think they do. So yeah, try that. See if that gets you access. On the same topic, if we go back to screen sharing, on the community tab, if you guys have or haven't been granted access, just scroll down my community tab a little bit and vote on this poll. So it seems about 40% of people get accepted on this application. Again, this is just going to redirect to saying I'm accepted already. And by the way, I had to unlink and relink my TikTok to get the stream key box removed. I still have a stream key. I just don't need it on this account. Unfortunately, the live tutorials channel is still on Live Studio because that's not been accepted yet. But yes, if you guys get accepted or rejected, please go on the channel and vote in the poll, just so we've got some good data on what's going on, so we can see what's happening. You got denied on both. Yeah, again, I think it's just down to just random TikTok staff members accepting or rejecting. I don't think there's much to it. I really don't. I don't think there's any rhyme or reason to as with most things TikTok, it's a disorganized mess. Hey, at least they're looking at the applications. Honestly, I'm surprised they even looked at the applications. They must have done some deal with Streamlabs where they actually agreed to look at the applications. Because there was also what I call the Falcon application, which I think is in the description. But I never really heard anybody getting access to that, right? You could apply for a stream key or Live Studio access. I hardly heard a single person get access. I think Jared got access on an alt account. That's about the only person I heard got access. Eddie G, VIP, if you guys are still in the chat, hello, I see you guys typing. We got somebody preaching in one of the chats. It's interesting. Interesting. So guys, we usually stream for about an hour, so we'll give you guys about 5 more minutes to ask any questions about live streaming, gaming, anything you guys want. Give you guys about 5 more minutes to ask any questions, and then we'll hop off. But yeah, there seems to be no rhyme or reason on that Streamlabs application form. I think you can just apply multiple times though, right? So just keep applying. Keep applying until some TikTok staff member accepts you. I think that's what I would say. And stay hydrated, folks. Don't die of thirst on your PC. Damien, I think you've typed the same thing twice. Damien, I did answer your question. Are you still there, Damien? Did you hear the answer? If you need me to answer again, let me know, Damien. I'll answer again. But I did ask. I did answer the question, Damien. But yeah, I'll answer again if required. Let's see. Yes, there is an agency on the way for the Netherlands. It will be Astro, the one on my list, the one for Belgium and France on my list. If you apply now, though, they're going to reject you, right? So don't bother applying now because the TikTok system can see what country you're in. But just wait until Astro lists, and I'll update my website when it happens, by the way. But wait until my website lists the Netherlands as a country, and then you can apply and get going to get a stream key. What are your thoughts on TikTok bans? Are you talking about the US ban, or are you talking about TikTok randomly banning people? I mean, I'll give you both thoughts, right? So my thoughts on TikTok bans is join a free-to-join agency to get protection in case you get falsely banned. A free-to-join TikTok live agency For me, I think outside of a stream key, that's the main reason to join a free to join agency, because it's a free insurance policy. So again, this stream key link is my list of free agencies. Verified list. They all provide a good quality service. So join a free to join agency. You've said yes to an option, to a question which wasn't a yes or no question. But yeah, so again, join a free to join agency to get protection from false bans. On the US ban, if it happens, it's years away, in my opinion. So I wouldn't be too concerned, but at the same time, lay the groundwork to move to other platforms. Not necessarily move. I don't think I've phrased that properly. I think there's 3 things I say on the TikTok ban. One is multi-stream, right? Have your audience live streaming in multiple places. So again, if you're a gamer, YouTube Shorts, TikTok Live, Twitch, or Kick. Multi-stream in those 3 places. Short form content, Facebook Reels. Yes, Facebook Reels. There is millions of views there. Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, TikTok. If you want to add a 5th, Twitter or Snapchat. Right, so that's the second thing. Third thing, Discord or newsletter. So own your audience. Have a platform not controlled by an algorithm, which is a newsletter and or Discord. This is my newsletter. Right, so again, I can just shoot you guys an email whenever I want. Not controlled by an algorithm. It just depends on whether you guys want to tap it in your email inbox. But yeah, I mean, those are my thoughts on both of those topics related to the TikTok ban, right? So yes, don't be too concerned about the US bans, but you need to be following those basics as a creator anyway. So post your content to other platforms. Do it now. I don't mean in the future. Do it now. And live stream in multiple platforms. Yeah, like Facebook for live streaming, useless. I'm live on Facebook right now. Not a single person ever types, right? But I'm live because I'm multi-streaming and I can using the software. Facebook for short form content, go for it. Again, there's a great example of this, which is Blue Thunder. We show Blue Thunder all the time because here's a great example. Blue Thunder Gaming Facebook. Again, let me pull this up for you guys, just as a final closing. That's the wrong Blue Thunder. Let's see, Blue Thunder Facebook. The Facebook search is horrendous, right? Let me try and find it via Facebook. Let's see. Obviously, Blue Thunder's there we go. Here we go. Right. So Blue Thunder posts gaming related content, and he just cross posts it everywhere, right? So here is his. Here is Facebook Reels page. You can see he's got one with 500,000 views, 160,000 views, 22,000, 38,000. We scroll down, there's stuff over 1 million, right? So this one has 894k. This one has 1 million, right? 430k, 1.6 million, 1.4 million, 1.2 million, 312k. This is Facebook Reels, guys. Facebook Reels. 247k, 168k. Nearly all of it's over 10k. So again, cross-post your TikToks onto YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, and Facebook Reels. I just showed you guys why. Hello, VIP. How's it going, mate? I saw you on one of the other chats as well. All right, guys, we're going to end it pretty shortly. So get any final questions into the chat. We'll do our best to answer them. Is there an app to post on multiple places at once? I think there is some, but they're not very good. So just use YouTube Studio. You can do everything from desktop or your phone. So Meta Business Suite, by the way, Meta Business Suite, that's for Facebook and Instagram. So you can use that to post in 2 at once. Meta Business Suite, YouTube Studio, and just TikTok, right? Like it's not that, it really isn't that difficult. You can do that. You can do all 4 platforms inside 2 minutes. Like if you're really fast, but more realistically inside 5 minutes, right? And that's worth it for the potential of millions of views. It's annoying, right? I agree, it's annoying, right? Like, but just do it, right? You got to, sometimes you just got to jump through the hoops to get things done. It's the same with multi-streaming, right? The more platforms you add, the more annoying it gets, right? Like I have to spend usually like 5 or 10 minutes to set up all the different multi-streams that I do, right? But like, I still do it, right? So I can multi-stream. I don't have a time indication on Astro other than the fact he told me April, Damien, right? But we're in the middle of April now, so that's kind of a good segue. So we're going to end the live stream, guys, but you guys can talk to me about agencies, TikTok Live, content, anything inside my Discord server. You can find the Discord in my bio, in the description, all over the place, right? So if you guys want to ask me any further questions, if I've missed one of your questions, then just hop in the Discord and ask me. Guys, we usually do this about once a week. I don't have a set time. I'm terrible with schedules, so I don't really set schedules on anything. So again, final shoutouts, guys. You can subscribe to the newsletter for the latest streaming updates. And then you can join my Discord and talk to me after the stream ends. So guys, I will see you in Discord, and I'll see you next week. Again, see you in Discord.